Always a good day when it's new quad day. So you already know from the thumbnail anyway, but we are looking at the Geprc Cinelog 35 HD 6S. Yeah, baby. Been gagging for this. Love Geprc products. It's survived the trip okay. So let's have a little look without further ado what we get. Look at it. Oh my god. Oh. Okay. So let's have a look what we get in the box first. We get our GoPro 9 and 10. I might do the 8, I think, but for the 10 mount. Geprc carbon fibre keybing, nice touch. It's my first ever quad actually coming with a lead. So that's quality, little micro USB. Manual. I really appreciate a manual. It's, you know, nowadays you really don't get much in the way of hard copy. It's all digital and all go to our website, and I really appreciate that. So that's quality. Well done, Geprc. Like that. Stickers. Manual for the board as well. Really like that. The CADX. Support card. More stickers. What do we get in the bag? Few sets of goodies. Right, we get a second battery strap because there's one on the quad already. Set spare props, nice. Some antenna tube. I know I use that lots on different stuff, so that's really good to have that. Even though we're running the HD on this, we'll still use it. Quality. So we get a little power lead. Balance lead, power lead. So that's quite cool. We get some M2 by 8mm screws, M2 by 7mm screws, M2 by 9mm screws, 2 Allen keys, a small little spanner, some extra squishy bushes for the camera mount, and some foam pads and battery mount. Foam pad for the bottom and battery mount pads as well. Wow, really like that. You know, you pay a lot for these, and it's not, you definitely can't call this a cheap quad, and so to get those little extra bits and pieces really makes a difference to me. Well packed as always. I like that I get it in foam. I like that it's shrink wrapped as well. Yes. Haha. Excellent. Okay, let's open her up. That's something so satisfying. Oh, I like it already. So I got this one to carry the full size GoPro. I had the Bumblebee, I've got the Protek 35 HD. Love my Bumblebee. I had to sell my Bumblebee to fund buying this, and I really love my Bumblebee. So that was so this better be good because I didn't enjoy parting with that. My Protek 35 I really like. That's a bit more powerful than this. Well, straight away I can tell you that it feels premium. It feels really, really nice. So this one has got the CADX Nebula Pro. Really like the CADX Nebula Pro. Bit of weight saving on that compared to the DJI camera, and it's, you know, there's not a lot of difference in the image. You can pick holes in that all you like. I did a review video on that comparing. Well, I compared that when I bought my Flywhoo Explorer Long Range V2 which came with it. So I quite like that camera. We've got the 2004 1750 kV because I'm running the 6S on this, and they feel very smooth, really smooth, nice looking motors. Nice touch with the little blue anodizing on the bottom there. Nice. So this has got the an F722 45 amp all-in-one flight controller in there, and we're running the Cadex system obviously. And I love this idea. I've got the we're going to be doing a build video for the cinelog 25. I could have just bought it, but I'm going to do a build video for the Beta 95X V3. I've got the V2, and I'm going to do the cinelog 25, and then we'll do a comparison video of the three. I'm kind of thinking that the cinelog 25 is going to take it, so I might end up doing a conversion video as well, changing over the Beta flight to the cinelog frame. But this mounting system, where it's got the FPV camera on there as well as what will hold the GoPro, full size or naked GoPro, and that's obviously the point of this, is that it can carry the full size. Loving these ducks. Unlike other ones, see the airflow holes. So I'm thinking that is going to make for quieter running in comparison to the protek. And the protek 35 HD, let's face it, that's a bit of a screamer. It is a bit of a screamer. I've put recently the I think 8 blade props on there, 6 or 8 blade props, which did make a difference on the noise. These being the 3.5 inch props, I'm giving it that bit more power, that bit more lift. We've got the cable tidies in there, which are meant to protect the wires as well if the props get bent. If there's no movement in anything, you know, it's got good solid feel to it. Let's have a look what we've got going on. So the carbon fibre top plate is 3.8 millimeters. And then the little camera mount, 2.6. Diagonally our motor post to motor post middle is 14 centimeters, 140 millimeters. Widthways 10 centimeters, 100 millimeters. The stack it's running in there looks to be a 26 millimeter stack. Yeah, 26 millimeter stack going on in there. The plastic on this feels nice. Doesn't feel brittle. Doesn't feel like it's just gonna break. I'm running the TBS Crossfire. As you all know, I've got a bit of a partialness to the Crossfire. I know there's better things out there now, but I'm more than happy with what I'm getting out of my Crossfire, and I'm so invested in like 17-18 quads of Crossfire that I'm not going to change right now. I like that we've got the higher antenna for the HD transmission system. That's a bit of a downer. I've only got an XT30 on there, so this is a 6S as well, and all of my 6Ss are XT60, so I will have to solder on an XT60. I'm not really into those converters. They're not a good idea. This is like bottlenecking the power really. So we'll be changing that out before I can even fly it, because I don't think I've actually even got. I don't want to fly it on a 4S. But it does feel And look, let's face it, that is a good looking cinewhoop. It's so lightweight in comparison to others. Very lightweight compared to the Protek 35, I think. So 245 grams we've got there on that one. And if I bring in the Protek 35, 348. So substantially lighter there. And if we look at the form factor, well, there's not a lot in it there, but it is actually, if I put this over to one side, we can see it's a lot narrower and lengthways. We're the same basically lengthways, apart from the antenna sticking out the back here. We are, well, actually the Geprc is a little bit longer, but I can really feel that weight difference. God, although the Protek does have much bigger motors, so I'll probably be keeping the Protek for chasing cars and stuff. But this does look very class. I like the all black. That does look nice. I like, apart from these tiny little foam inserts on the side, the little red ones. That's a nice little touch. Nice little touch. And it's very low, so the whole thing's not going to be. See how slim that is. So by the time we put the camera on there and the batteries, we're going to be out here, aren't we? But really well constructed. That's the thing with Geprc. I have to say, they build so well. I like, you know, the carbon fibre. Every edge is chamfered beautifully. There's nothing sharp, and that adds strength as well, having that chamfer on there, and prevents chipping. Now, I mean, obviously this doesn't have the foam bumpers for protection, so if you hit something indoors or a person, it's not going to be quite as forgiving as like the Bumblebee or the Protek 35. The Protek 35 having this, just that little bit of foam there, does make a difference, but obviously that's not the same form factor and doesn't have the holes in the side to allow more airflow. This does feel a lot chunkier. Now I've got the two of them together. I am quite surprised at how this feels a lot chunkier, and the plastic doesn't feel. This feels a lot more plasticky. A lot more plasticky. Do say that these are a lot more nicer on the eardrums. So first impressions are really good. I'm looking forward to flying this. I'm really pleased with this camera mounting system. I've got a lot of confidence in that. Those bolts could do with a bit of a tweak up. They seem a little bit, they'd be a bit rattly. But other than that, there's not much movement in anything. Everything's very well put together. Carbon fibre plate on the bottom. The Cadex is bolted directly flat flush to this plate here. Yeah, there's not a lot of room in there. If there's any more room in there, I expect I would probably have put a space in between these bolts to give the cadex a bit of space between it and the carbon. I think I would have preferred that. I'll have a little look at that when I take that apart to do the XT60. So this is going to be my more manoeuvrable cinewhoop for outside. I wonder if we'll start getting new names for them soon, because we are getting quite far away from cinewhoop. I think that's the point of these. It's almost like a weird dead cat configuration. You see how we're in line, so the camera doesn't get this in view. I mean, I'm sure we'll see whether that camera sees the props. I'm getting this feeling that it probably won't when we're up at, when we've got it tilted. I'm looking forward to seeing how that performs. I'm going to use this with both the full-size GoPro and the naked GoPro, depending on the manoeuvrability that I want at the time and the kind of shooting that I'm doing. But wow, okay, let's get that XT30 changed to an XT60. Let's get her bound up and get out there and fly. Nice, excited. Okay, so GoPro's in the mount. I had to put a bit of foam in there, top and bottom, because this is for a GoPro 10 and I'm using a 7. Quite like the look of the mount, don't like the angle, don't like that I don't have a lot of room for the battery, so I will be getting a adjustable mount made by Lee at 3D Acro for that. I've actually tweaked these Allen keys down at the front to try and hold it away from the battery a little bit, so we don't touch the battery during flight and, you know, lose the stabilisation that we've got from this super cool soft mount, which I still am loving. Little TPU part on the Pro at the front, and I put the XT60 on instead of that little tiny XT30. It was a little bit tight in there, but no problem really. So let's see what it weighs now with everything on. There's no battery in that GoPro, so check a battery on. We're at 578. If I use the balance lead power, that's 559, plus I know the little door on the side of the GoPro is 2 grams, so we'd be at 557 if I use the balance power lead. So we just confirmed, but I'm pretty, we saw before, it's about 100 grams difference to the Protek 35. We'll just chuck that on there, and a battery, 673. So, you know, give or take a few grams, we're basically 100 grams difference. Now, obviously the protek has got a lot more plastic. It's got bigger, beefier motors, so it's not surprising. I don't think the Geprc would win in a drag race against the protek, because those protek motors are really beefy, and as much as this has got 100 grams more chunk going on, I think those motors would still carry it faster. But this being a pusher configuration, I think would probably give it the edge on the stability and the cinematic and prop wash issues. I might do a comparison video of these two, since they, I think, are each other's closest competitors really, apart from maybe the Geprc cinelog 30 maybe is one of his competitors, I guess. You do really feel the difference in the weight in this, and this seems to have as much as this has still got everything mounted in the center here, I think all of this section here makes a difference to that COG, and you can see how the Geprc doesn't have that. Everything's like, it is prop guard to prop guard, so you know the distance of the motors apart is comparable there. Like you can see a lot skinnier on the Geprc. So as a result of that, the center of gravity of this, it feels the same front to back as it does side to side if I'm holding it. So I'm thinking this is going to be a very stable and easier to handle. But obviously the proof is in the pudding. So we'll get it out there and let's put it through its paces. Nice. Okay. Geprc cinelog 35 HD. We're in the indoor skate park, Canopy skate park. We're building on the Isle of Wight. Check it out, big things coming. Let's see what it can do. We're going to record through the GoPro and through the goggles, so we can get a good idea of how smooth it really is. Wow. I've just been testing the Beta FPV 95X V3 that I built, and straight away this is both quieter, smoother, more easy to manage. Wow. Oh, this is flying like a dream. I don't even realise like I've got the GoPro on there. I feel it's like butter. Oh, I'm a little bit blown away, and I feel spoiled compared to what I just went through with the V3, which in comparison to this was just a jittery screamer. This just handles like a dream. That was super tight and it still did it. It really gives you the confidence. Okay, let's rein it back in. Look at that. It's got the ability to go from that speed straight back down into cinematic.
steering really well, really close to the deck there, and we weren't bobbling all over the show. Of course, with the Nebula Pro I can see everything. Very, very controllable. Narrow doorway, narrow stairwell. It's like, we got this. Love it. Oh my god. I don't think I've flown anything like this. Like, the protek is good. My Bumblebee, once I got it as I wanted it, that was good. But this is another level. This really is. I'm gagging to see if this can do split S's and loops, because if it can, it's the whole package. Look at that! I can tell you, I barely factory fitted through that. I love it. I absolutely love it. No buyer's remorse on this puppy. We've cleared 5 minutes on a GMB 1000 milliamp battery. Oh, it's so smooth. It is total butter. This was not cheap. But I got what I paid for. Alright, I'm going to bring it back now. We're at 21.3 volts. We've hit the 6-minute mark, which is so respectable. Banging. So we're running the GMB 1000 milliamp 6-inch battery, and we were putting the GoPro Hero 7 on here, but I put it in the iFlight mount so I can get a better angle and tighter fit, so we can get a real sense of what it's going to do. I put the ND16 filter on there. We're running at 4K 60 frames per second at 100 of a second shutter speed, and our white balance is 4500. So let's see what she's got. Woohoo! Okay, we've got a tiny little bit of image shadow there. I don't think you could really call it yellow. Full throttle. She's got a bit of poke going on. Doesn't shadow at full throttle, so it's a low to medium throttle oscillation. Very smooth handling. Okay, let's kick that into acro. Let's dive her. Increasing the throttle, easing the nose up. No problem. problem, we've got no I-terms sketching out. I'd say it does it a little bit better than the Protek 35 as well, to be honest. Wow, for a cinewhoop, it handles that all really comfortably. Yeah, not surprising, we've got a little bit of shadow there, prop wash, really, let's be fair. And it's not exactly going to be a manoeuvre you're really doing with the cinewhoop. I just thought we'd really put it through its paces and see what it can do. It's quite even on the, because of its central weight of gravity being really good. Yeah, SUPERWHOOP. It's a SUPERWHOOP. I think I want to dial in that camera just a little bit more so we can see if we can eliminate that little bit of shudder. But very smooth, easy to fly. I can track the ground quite nicely. We can pull that split S intro off. And we can do flips and rolls if we really want to, but I can't imagine me. Maybe if I was following a mountain bike or BMXer doing a flare or something, I might rotate with them. You don't feel any resistance with it. I don't really even notice that I've got the GoPro on, to be honest. Yeah, let's not crash there, Steve. That doesn't look friendly. Alright, so we're imagining about, on that battery, doing the kind of flying you've just seen, we're looking at, we're going to be hitting about the 4 minute 20 mark. I'm going to bring it in now, so as not to decimate the battery. Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
So what is the Geprc cinelog 35 HD? So far advanced from its predecessors, the Taycans and Bumblebees, it seems insulting to give it the label of a cinewhoop. With its sleek, dead cat, chamfered, carbon lightweight frame and heat dissipating, smooth, stylish pancake motors, boasting the new anti-jello, low vibration, dual adjustable camera mount, forwarding buttery imaging, even for the massive GoPro 10. The toughened composite, low noise vented prop guards, allowing for smoother airflow, a relaxed I-turn, and minimal wash. The crisp feed from the low latency Nebula Pro, in combination with the bulletproof Cadex Vista system, centrally mounted for that perfect centre of gravity, aiding in an unsurpassed agility and smoothness of flight never before seen in its class. The cinelog 35 HD is a new breed for filmmakers, commercial pilots, promoters and YouTubers who need a quad that can keep pace with their creative ideas, where others have kept them limited or left wanting. Whether cinematic or extreme sports, The Geprc cinelog 35 HD is what we hoped every cinewhoop we've bought before would be, but never was. It's the missing link, bridging the gap between whoop and 5-inch. It is. We have finally the SUPERWHOOP.